New data from the Brookings Institution shows more than 145,000 children with U.S. citizenship have experienced the detention of at least one of their parents amid the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. And new reporting from Univision tells the story of Ana Delgado, a mother of two who was deported after being transferred to various U.S. detention centers during her time in ICE custody. She faced health complications after being unable to express breast milk and suffering from mastitis. She is just one of a reported 363 pregnant, postpartum, or breastfeeding women who have been detained between June 2025 and March of this year. And joining us now, Univision reporter Lydia Terrazas, who's been tracking these stories. Lydia, I've been following your reporting, and I really appreciate it. We've got to bring these stories home on a very personal level. So first, tell us about this mother and how you found out about it and what you know about the conditions she faced in detention, and then, of course, developing mastitis. Where does this story stand right now?
Mika, thanks for having me. Ana Delgado had lived in the United States for over 7 years. She has two United States citizen children. Isaiah is 4 and Hannah is 1. Now, I heard about the story from an organization here in Texas, and they were trying to raise awareness about her situation. She was detained back on April 29th in her home during a routine immigration check-in in front of her two small children. She was still breastfeeding Hannah regularly, almost exclusively. The detention came to her surprise because she actually had a couple of immigration cases pending, including an I-130, because she is also married to a United States citizen. So she ended up in the Carnes Detention Center here in Texas, where she, struggled to get a breast pump. She ended up getting a breast pump eventually after practically begging for one, asking for a doctor because she developed mastitis. She had fever, she had chills, she had a lot of pain. She said the breast pump didn't actually work. So she ended up having to find relief in the shower, which is actually something that we've heard from several women who were postpartum, who were nursing, that have been detained in the last few months.
And what is the status now? I also had seen you traveling with a husband. I don't know if it was hers, trying to get babies to their mothers to be able to breastfeed. I mean, this is horrendous, especially if breastfeeding is the only way they can feed their children. Financially, it's a huge toll on the family left behind with the babies.
For Ana, she was deported a few days ago. She was transferred to Arizona and quickly deported. That's sort of the system. Once there's a transfer specifically to Eloy, Arizona, we can predict that that mother is most likely going to be deported. I do want to mention that the detention of postpartum women, pregnant women, and nursing women goes against the Department of Homeland Security's own directive that states those detentions shouldn't happen unless there are extreme circumstances. But now these detentions are extremely regular. In terms of the father that I followed to a detention center in Louisiana, that was actually Paula Kluat's case. That was one of the first cases of this type that we saw, and it was actually back in July of last year. And he had to take the baby she was detained when the baby was 9 weeks old. So it was extremely important to help this mom not only continue to produce breast milk, but to find some relief, because she was also in extreme pain after and during her detention.
Tell me about Evelyn Sanchez, who's originally from Honduras, who also had a similar situation.
Yes, it's the exact same situation. She had two United States citizen children. One is a baby, and she was actually detained in Dilley. I do cover the Dilley Detention Center, which is a family detention center. That's what it's considered almost exclusively at this point. And she was detained as she was driving in California. So she was it was a traffic stop. And she ends up being taken to Dili with her eldest son and separated from her two younger children. One of them, she was breastfeeding. And, she was released a day before Mother's Day. So she did have the opportunity to be with her children on Mother's Day, but her message was very clear. She said, I am not the only one. And she was actually the beginning of us uncovering sort of a pattern of a growing population, specifically in the Dili Detention Center, the family residential center here in Texas, of breastfeeding, postpartum, and pregnant women, that it's apparently a population of detainees that has been growing in the last few weeks. This is according to not only attorneys, but organizations that are familiar with these cases.
All right. We'd love to have you back to talk more about all these different cases that are happening there. Univision reporter Lydia Terrazas, thank you very much.